Boys and girls, welcome to another Wednesday with Business Party Podcast, and we are an hour early. I think we're going to start trying to go an hour earlier from now on. That's why we decided to roll that out today, because I don't know, it would be nice if we started in a little bit earlier, than able to end the night a little earlier, be able to wind down and whatnot and all that. And also some other people that are on the East Coast, maybe they might be able to watch a little bit more and all that. So adjusting it a little bit, I think, is what we are going to be going with. But how have you been, Davey?
Fucking tired. I know I say it like every week, but
Oh
it
yeah.
is. I mean, listen, it is
Well,
what it is. It's gonna
I'm
be.
surprised I'm feeling as good as I am today, because I'm not gonna lie. I was off work for the last 2 days because I was sick as fuck.
Were
Like
you
last
really?
time, but I coughed it out. Yeah, I just coughed up like the biggest black fucking whatever out of my lung yesterday, and I was like, I already feel better.
First of all, let's say what up to the
Yes.
chat. What up, Muffin? What up, Jennifer? What up, Voice? What
It,
up?
Jen, thank you over on Rumble for the $10 dono. Highly appreciate. Great thumbnail. Who's the asshole on the right, though? I know I am.
What up, Rhonda? What up, Carolyn? How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah. Well, I mean, we're supposed to start off with a video, but well,
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
all right.
it
We'll throw it
is
on
what it is.
now.
Well, but yeah, no. We'll talk about how we're doing first.
Yeah.
It's been the longest week. It's one of those weeks where it just feels long. You know what I mean? It's like it's Monday, right? I didn't even know today. So I get it's pay week for me, and I get the early paycheck, and I was like, oh, I don't even have. I was like, I don't even have money in my one account, because I have a couple accounts, because if I don't, I'll spend it all. So I forget I have money in a certain account, like I did today. Like I forgot I got paid in one account, and I went to look, and I was like, all right, let me just make sure I have enough money in this account so I can just grab something from QT really quickly. And I was like, oh, that's right, it's Wednesday. Yeah,
Right. You
yeah.
forget what day it is and shit.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, I'm feeling way better than I thought I would be.
What?
It was just a cold and shit. I had the body aches, and I was sweating for no reason sometimes, but it was within about 2 days, I was like, "Ah, all right, I feel okay," and then went back to work. Yeah, but it is what it is. I had to take a couple of vacation days, so I'm not losing pay, because fuck that. But whatever. I'm not
Yeah,
feeling too bad.
yeah. I trust me. I know the feeling. I had to
Yeah.
get my FMLA. Like I never thought I'd be in that group of people getting FMLA, but I went to the doctor today to get my FMLA paperwork filled out, so that way I'm
What is
like,
that? Fuck my
so
life
it's
always?
basically, listen, dude, don't any of you change your schedules on your various
Yeah.
podcasts. It took me a long time to get recording time with some of the loyals here. Figured it out, no brain left. That's fine. Listen, it's just an hour earlier. It's just an
That's
hour
not really.
earlier. It's fine. Hey, listen, it is,
I mean, to
you
be
just
honest, I would be going at 5 o'clock if we could. I would rather start
yeah.
earlier, get it done, so that we get everything, whatever we want to do
Yeah, but
in that time frame. But then you have the rest of the night, because I'm not gonna lie, I would rather get off here a little bit earlier than let my mind unwind afterward.
yeah, because I can't sleep after this.
No,
Like
I
no matter
generally can't either.
Tuesday, like when we were doing 4 days a week, sometimes I didn't fucking sleep all night, and I went to work straight
Yeah,
from my brain was just kept going.
right.
But yeah, no, I like the little bit earlier is fine, like 6 o'clock. I mean, like you said, like people are just like 7 o'clock East Coast time. I listen, to be honest with you, I'd love a drive time show. I'd love to be on and doing this at not like
Oh,
eight or
it'd be
nine in the
cool.
morning.
I'd rather be doing it then, way
Yeah,
rather be doing
I'd rather be doing it like
it.
8 in the morning here, like 8 Central, 9
Oh no, yeah.
Eastern.
No, we won't. We'll be on Wednesday, so yeah.
No,
Oh,
yeah. No.
that's solid business
Yeah,
party,
no.
because we're hump day. We're the party
Yeah.
day for
Yep.
you.
We're the hump day. We're the hump day
Speaking
boys.
of party day, keeping it classy today with some Bush beer.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Oh man. But listen, if you think I I love people who do dumb shit, so I know what to avoid.
Uh-huh.
This, by the way, I'm gonna play it for you. Let it go a couple seconds. I'm gonna stop it. You tell me what's wrong with some of this video, okay?
That first right there, number one, dude put his son's head right by his fucking dick. I'll say that. That's number one mistake of the video.
That was the first thing I noticed. That was the first thing I noticed. He grabbed his son and pulled him down, and I was like, "The fuck is this?" I don't care.
Oh yeah, that was fucking great, wasn't it?
It was great. I was like, what?
I know. What is that? There's no way that's real. Incel air.
Yeah, it's in where is it? Hold on. St. Martin.
Right, but the incel air, incel in our shit is actually INCEL, but yeah, it's still funny.
But yeah, the first thing the dad did was grab the kid and went, "Look at my penis."
Right? I know he's like, "I'll protect you." I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
what the fuck, dude?
Like, that was the first thing I noticed was like, why? Because I wasn't even like paying attention. I just saw like, St. Martin. And then I looked at it. I was like, why did that guy grab that kid by the head and pull him down to his crotch? What the fuck is going on?
Right? Like, dude.
And
these dumb motherfuckers.
And it's not like he's covering his ears either. It's not like he grabbed him, pulled him down, and covered his ears. No, he just grabbed him, pulled him down to his crotch. It was just like, stay here. Like, it's gonna do anything.
Kid is thinking shit, not again. Father Flanagan did that to me. Oh, God.
That's Father Flanagan. He went on vacation with Father Flanagan. And Father Flanagan it was just his like natural motion just to pull the kid down.
This so fucked up.
I'll protect you.
Yeah, right.
Like, and then he leaves him. And he just fucking leaves the kid.
Yeah.
Who'd he leave him with? The other fucking father?
Yeah, the other dude that was just roaming around.
He just left him. He just handed him off to the other guy. Like, here, you take him. I'm running across the street.
These guys are about to become fucking human sandblast. Let's see. This is gonna be fucking. Make sure to keep your eyes open the whole time too.
Yeah, I know.
Wide.
All right, take your shirt off. That guy's got a fucking sweater on as it is.
Right.
And this fucking lady with an iPad, just like that helps, because the wind will go past it, so it's not gonna do anything.
Dude.
Yeah, it's a sandblaster.
Yeah, like yeah.
By the way, you know where the runway is. Why would you put your fucking towels in where the runway is?
I want the one guy, the guy that does like the old fucking what is it, National Geographic shit to like go over this. He's like, look at this group of idiots we have over here.
David Fincher, whatever is his name, his name
is. As they stare compellingly into the back of a fucking engine, they will take them out.
As the dumb Americans stare into back to the engine, as they get sandblasted in the eyes in this little tiny beach.
David Attenborough, yeah.
Fucking look. David Attenborough, that's right. Yeah. Look at fucking Wonder Woman over here trying to hold it back. Like she's. Look at her, she gets blown back. Oh. This woman has the sword of destiny, and she's using her iPad to try and fucking hold off 2 giant jet engines.
I would love to be one of the guys that just came there that day for this, and like people have done it before. But like, this was the dumbest shit I've ever. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
It's not like she has an American flag bikini and blonde hair.
Yeah, where is this, anyways?
Was
this in?
This is in St. Martin. Is that little tiny fucking airport in St. Martin? Because the planes land right over the
St. Martin?
down by Turks and Caicos, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's down in like the Virgin Islands.
It was that movement. They knew they fucked up.
This girl, watch the girl, the blonde. She goes, oh no, fuck this. Save the iPad.
Uh-huh. The black dude's like, you dumb motherfuckers. Caribbean Island. Okay.
All their shit is in, like, why the fuck? Why the fuck would you put your fucking shit right there?
The dumbest motherfuckers.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
This is why we can't have nice things. Look at all their shit just floating away. When people ask, like, who's stupid enough to do that? Just show them this video.
These guys.
This is my fear bug.
Now, what did we learn about Sand and High Winds?
Fear bug. Fear bug's got some good videos. He does on Twitter. He's got some really good videos. Some funny fucking shit. But
that's fucking ridiculous. Like, why would you think that's even a fun or a good idea?
Because people are just fucking. Listen, it's sad to say, but people are really fucking dumb. It's really
True.
sad to like we're gonna get into some shit today, but like the whole Trump thing, like the whole Trump putting a freeze on everything, like everybody was freaking the fuck out about it. Oh, police aren't gonna get this. This is not gonna get that. This person not. Did you read the whole thing? He said the people who are. It basically was like in Dr. Evil, when Dr. Evil's like, everybody leave the room. Not you, Flo. Not you, number 2. Not you, henchman doing this. Not you. And looks at Scotty, who's like the fucking $50 million we're sending to the Gaza Strip for condoms.
Right.
Or like, you know, the Green New Deal or any of the other dumb shit that Joe Biden put in. And it was just like, this is awkward.
But I can't believe there was anything about condoms, and there's like the most ridiculous. That's even more ridiculous than the fucking snapping test.
But that's all the shit he was looking for too. Like I saw a couple videos, but I didn't think it was true. Like there was some like things in universities. And they're like, oh, you don't want your university to be funded? No. Do you see the studies that these universities do?
Like,
absolutely
no,
not.
Actually, no.
No. Do you want the police and firefighters to be funded? Yeah, but I mean, you motherfuckers are the same people who are saying that the police are overfunded. The police have too much shit. Like, police have bobcats, and you're like, where the fuck is that thing here? Why do they need that thing? The same motherfuckers are just are bitching and moaning about the things that they were bitching and moaning about the police and firefighters and all them having a few months ago, and now they're bitching and moaning that they're not going to get funded for it. It's like, bro, you guys are fucking retarded.
Yes.
You guys are fucking retarded. And there's no other word for you. There's no
there isn't.
No other word for you. Because you're fucking retarded. And it's
pretty ridiculous.
I played this last night, but it works here too. From what I just said. Executive N-word pass.
Okay, so this one says, now that the retards are out of the White House, everyone can say retard again with pride.
Why don't we get that down so they can get them going right now?
This one says people are now allowed to say the N-word once a month just to really get one out of the chamber. And it must be whispered with a black friend nearby.
That's a big one. We're opening up.
This is a good one. Basically says if men have to put their height on the dating apps, women should have to put their weight. That's for quote unquote equality. She wants to know if he can reach the top of the fridge. He should want to know if she's going to clean out the fridge. It's called the Rosie O'Donnell Fat Pig Act.
That's a big one.
Okay, this one says the LGBTQIA plus 2- umlaut community is now just going to be called the everything but straight people list. It's really just a time saver.
Well, we're going to try to get it done as quickly as possible.
China will China America.
No, if China didn't approve it, we could put tariffs on China.
When we take over Greenland, it will now be called Red, White, and Blue Land.
Greenland is a wonderful place. We need it for international security.
This one says if you see a man wearing a COVID mask outside, you can have sex with his girlfriend because Lord knows him is not pleasing her any longer.
I wanted to do this for years.
This says we are bringing back the real gun emoji, getting rid of that weak Democrat woke water pistol bullshit.
We have to do what's right.
Oh, this one's interesting. It says all the fat, bald feminists with 40 cats who hate men, they will now be put in the front lines during any war.
Yeah.
They don't have family or kids, just cats, as I said. So let's put them to work.
And that's the equivalent, almost the equivalent of a terror. And they're tough. They're very tough.
If somebody says you have to respect my pronouns, you are allowed to fart in their mouth, sir.
Stranger things have happened. The wind brings it down a lot.
This would be, I bet he would laugh his ass off if he saw this too.
She's required to have sex with you half the time. Fair is fair, sir.
If we create that value, why aren't we entitled to like half? Thank you very much, everybody.
That was good.
If we create that value, why are we entitled to half?
I guarantee he'd laugh his ass off, especially at that fart in the mouth.
The wind, it helps it.
Oh my god.
Oh man. It's just it's been a fucking dude. He went to North Carolina, he's getting people their stuff back. California, they're allowing people to go in and start, finishing it, start to clean up their houses and shit like that.
Actually be able to get the fuck back in there.
Yeah. Yeah. And he told them all, like, he was like, Karen let's see, I have it. Karen Bass was like, no, you guys are allowed to be in there. And he's like, well, why? When was this? Hold on.
Right. Because she was the one who's saying, well, everybody needs to be safe. Wasn't that the one where, yeah.
This fucking lady.
And they fucking took her mic from her. Yeah. It's fucking hilarious.
Whoever that was next to her is just like, shut up.
I know it's funny because like you don't even see the person. It's just like
you just see just.
I love it.
Our city departments together so that people don't get caught in the loop of going from one room to the next. We want them all to be in the same room so that you can get busy rebuilding ASAP. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. And we will clear the lots. Absolutely. In the city and in the county. We are working together. Both levels of government are working in.
You could see him gearing up too. Somebody just whispered.
He's like,
in
oh
his
yeah.
ear. I think that was Richard Grinnell that whispered in his ear, and he was like, okay. And then he starts to rev up a little, and yeah.
Unity.
Mm-hmm.
18 months? Is it like we that's the answer that we got.
Grinnell's
That's
even
what we're
looking
all
at him.
hanging on.
Yes.
So if you're telling us now faster, is it 6 months? Is it, I mean, all of our lives, rents, all this stuff is weighing on this.
6 months is no good.
And the number one thing that we are going to do immediately, and you will see this happen, is to clear out the debris. And we're concerned right now over the weekend because of the potential rain.
Could you imagine paying your mortgage for 6 to 18 months and you can't live in your house?
Fuck that.
Or your house no longer exists?
Fuck that. Yeah, fuck that.
6 to 18. That's a year and a half. Year and a half, your house doesn't exist. You have to pay the fucking mortgage on it still. Yeah, Melania she's all in. Melania is all fucking in this presidency.
Right, she is. I think she is too, because I think she's pissed about quite a few things. Like she hates politics too, which I understand. And it's ruined a lot of things in their lives and everything else. But I think she's a lot more in on this one than she was before.
Well, because like before she wasn't ready for it. Like before she was like, she was in Vogue magazine. She was in this magazine. Oh, the beautiful Melania. And then all of a sudden it went to Melania's a cunt. And then and all this shit.
Kind of a good idea, actually. if you're able to avoid somewhat of any of that. But she is she seems like she's a lot more into it, and also that is a big factor too. She's not raising
Yeah.
Barrett anymore, so
anymore,
she
yeah.
can really be fucking up in it. That's
Yeah.
a good point. Yeah.
But we are going to move as fast as we can, but we want you to be safe. And we want you to be back in your homes immediately.
But the people are willing to clean out their own debris. It doesn't
Yes,
cost
and
a
they
lot.
can.
You
and
should
they are
let them
able
do
to-
it because
No,
by the
they
time you
can do
hire
that.
contractors, it's
Right.
going to be 2 years.
If a family.
People are willing to get a dumpster and do it themselves and clean it out.
And they can.
There's
do
not that much left. It's all incinerated.
That's right.
And, it's just going to take a long time if you do. You can do some of it, but a lot of these people, I know that guy right there that's talking. I know my people. You'll be on that thing tonight, throwing the stuff away, and your site it'll look perfect within 24 hours. And that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to wait around for 7 months till the city hires some demolition contract
If
that's going to
individuals
charge him
want to build-
$25,000 to do his lot. I think you have emergency powers just like I do, and I'm exercising my emergency powers. You have to exercise them also.
I did exercise them.
Because I looked,
signed an
you have a
emergency
very powerful
declaration.
emergency power, and you
Yes.
can do everything within 24 hours.
Yes. And if individuals
aren't
want
you?
to clear out their property, they can.
But didn't they get turned away?
Yes, but
So what happened was, I want to see if they show it. Oh, there it is. Oh, the guy took the mic.
Do it.
and the most important
week
thing
is
is
a
for
long
people to
time.
be safe.
That right
They're
there.
safe. They're safe. You know what? They're not safe. They're not safe now. They're going to be much safer. A week is actually a long time, the way I look at it. I watched hundreds of people.
He tried to take the mic, but yeah. So what's happening now is, I have that video also. What's happening now is, and I it's a catch
Right, exactly. Yeah, and he can. Yeah, Trump's like, I can get a crew in there and get it cleared in 24 hours, bitch. Like, what the fuck?
So what's happening now is people are getting turned away, and it's a catch-22 because what they're doing is, here we go.
And after that, you're able to just go right in.
But why can't I just go now?
That's just my order.
How long is the orange pass thing?
I got to. I'm not sure if there's an expiration date or anything.
No, but there's a line.
I fully understand that, sir. But there's rules and protocols we got to follow.
So it's January 27th.
Yes, sir.
I haven't been able to get to my house
Yes, sir.
for 20 days.
I fully understand that.
And it's right down there. It's about 1 minute over
But
there.
they can get there, right? They
Yeah.
can get there, right?
They can get there, but they have to get a pass,
Okay.
which is
Fuck that
it's
stupid bitch. They should be able to get to their shit.
well. Here's what
No,
the problem.
fuck that stupid
here's
bitch.
the-
No.
No, okay, hold on. Hear me out real quick. The thing is that they don't want people who don't belong there going into and looting people's houses.
Yeah, I'm well
which has
aware.
been-
That's why you have fucking, the resources that you have there in New York or other shit, National Guard. How about you call them fucking motherfuckers in? There's no excuse you're going to give me right now that is going to equal that these people can't go to their place because there's plenty of resources if you manage your shit right as the fucking person should that runs the place.
Well, that is the National Guard that the guy was talking to.
Yeah, and he should be taking them in there to their place, not telling them they can't do this, which means it's not being ran right.
Yeah, I mean, he had a point, but like I said, and he was look at this fucking hair. Yeah, the line to get your pass was like fucking. He was saying 2 to 3 hours long.
It's because they're not running it right.
No. All you need to do is check ID, give him a pass. It's pretty fucking simple.
Pretty fucking simple.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, and if you want somebody to go out there, guess how many people are in fucking National Guard? You don't need only the North Carolina National Guard. You know what you can do? Call others.
Yeah.
Bring them in. There's so many ways to go about this that are just fucking shitting the goddamn bed.
Yeah, I mean, you make a great point. I mean, I just, like I said, I agree with it some parts, and I don't agree with it other parts. But yeah, I mean, you got to make sure that the people who are going there are going there for
going
for
to the right
reasons.
places, but it's jumbled from the beginning. I mean, I see what you're saying, but they could have handled it real quick. Got
But,
that shit fucking done.
It's fucking
But it's the people.
California.
It's the people who are running it and shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
And see,
they
that's
will-
what's real. For initially 18 months, get fucked. Like,
18 a year and a half, you're paying a mortgage that you can't fucking that you're not living in that house.
yeah,
that you're,
fuck you.
and then 18 months to rebuild. So you're talking about another what? 2 years to rebuild your house?
Yeah.
Especially in fucking California in the Palisades?
Fuck that, dude.
Dude,
That's
you're-
ridiculous.
You're talking about years before you get back into a house.
Right.
And like where are you staying? Like like are you just staying at a hotel? You're staying at a motel?
Oh yeah, and don't worry, you're gonna get $750 fucking to take care of that shit.
Well,
Or
that's what
$770 in California. They
$770 in
upped it $20. Whoa.
Yeah, 770 in California. Like and I don't know. And Trump went over to North Carolina, apparently put people in hotels and shit like that they've been there's been mobile homes that they've just been right behind the FEMA fences, not giving them people. And but if you listen to the left, Trump hasn't done any of that. It's not Trump's doing. Trump is fucking, not doing anything. And I don't know.
Oh, that's 100% fuck all insurance companies. I think they're all scams. They can all suck a dick.
So here was,
And I love when if you say that around somebody, and then so there's always that one person. Well, my insurance company took. I don't give a fuck about you and your situation. Talk to about 90% of people that got fucked over beside you. How about that?
you talk about the fucking people of Puerto Rico that got fucked entirely because insurance companies just fucking up and left. They just up and left. They were just like, nah, no, we'll see you later.
Yep. Oh
But
yeah.
this is Gavin Newsom's response to it.
Phase one, we want done in the next 30 days. Number two, concurrent to that, not after 30 days, concurrent to that, phase two debris removal can begin when people do a right of entry. Once they sign off on a right of entry, they can do it debris removal for themselves through a private contractor, or they can get the.
See, that's the whole thing. The right of entry.
Right of entry. I have.
Yeah, the right of entry. Go sit in a line.
Hey, all the people that want all landowners to only be able to vote. This is where your plan is fucked. And also the fact that you don't own your home if you still pay taxes. But yeah.
Support from the Army Corps. Once the debris is removed in phase two, and the building permit process begins. It all happens in real time. So no resources spared. All of that is a big part of what we're currently doing. And I know what local governments.
How long? How fucking long do you think it's going to get a building? It's going to take for somebody to get a building permit. How long?
Right about now, years.
Yeah, it's going to take.
Absolutely.
It's going to take about a year, at least a year to get a building permit once all that debris is gone. So you're still talking about you're going to spend maybe a year till you get your permit, and a year a year or two until you fucking get your house.
Oh yeah, it's at least like 2 years these days because fucking lazy bullshit and whatever else. Like it's amazing how fast houses used to get put up and how fucking shitty and slow they're put up now.
Well, yeah,
it is crazy.
They're fucking. They're put up so shittily.
That landlord whose name was Landowner. That's pretty funny. I like it. Was he making grilled cheese at night?
But yeah, it's crazy how, especially in California. In California, you really think you're gonna get fucking shit put up that easily, that quick?
Right? No, ain't gonna happen.
Cheers, OG.
But
I say at least 5 years. Yeah, I'd say at least 5 years. That's some crazy shit.
Yeah, from right now till the house. Yeah.
That's some crazy. A lot of places won't permit single family dwellings anymore. That's true.
That's fucked up.
That's true.
That's actually pretty fucked up.
That's true. Yeah.
It's because they want you living like two families and they want like duplexes and all this other shit. And
they want more houses, more housing for people who are here illegally.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I'm seeing more and more videos of people just self-deporting themselves.
This guy, you show Uncle Danny and his grilled cheese some respect. I'm not making him at night, Dad. I'm making him at night. I love that fucking shit. Oh man. Where you get that cheese, Danny?
But yeah, I mean, and then people were going fucking insane this week about the about the whatchamacallit. Well, the J6ers, you know, because that's a continued thing. Enrico Tario got released, Joe Biggs got released, and you know, they keep talking about J6, but you know, everybody's now talking about how their SNAP benefits and their Social Security was not going to get paid and all this stuff. And once again, people are fucking dumb. Jennifer with the dono.
No, just Rhonda. $1.
Oh, just Rhonda. I'm sorry, Jesus.
It's not much, but hey, want to give $1 when I have $1. Thank you. I highly appreciate it. Much love. Thank you.
I'll eventually stop calling you Jennifer because I've done it more than once. But yeah, so they.
Well, I quit calling Jennifer J Bob. It's like.
But here, the thing is that people are dumb and don't read. They just go to TikTok. They get their information from TikTok, and then they start fucking crying and moaning. Hold on, let me go to the best. Here it is. Here
What's up,
she
Benny
is.
Boy? Meat farms. They want huge housing buildings to maximize. Yeah.
Where'd she go? Did that video come down?
Which one?
The one with the toothless white chick crying about how she's not going to get her SNAP benefits.
Oh yeah, I saw some of that. My buddy Sean was talking to me about that.
There's only the video. Where'd that video go?
All right, J Bob, I'll keep calling you that. J Bobifer? Is that what she combine Jennifer and J Bob? J Bobifer?
Is it in? Oh, I think it might be gone. What the fuck? But anyway, this delightful woman right here, who probably has like 12 kids.
Good morning, everybody.
So she had a panic attack for a half an hour. She went and posted a video of her crying about how she's not going to feed her kids and she doesn't eat.
Number one, it's probably life choices. Number two,
yeah,
man, this fucking decision to
by the way, she has her own apartment.
And this whole decision these days of filming yourself crying and breaking down is just amazing to me. I don't get it.
Well, I was saying it last night. Like you sat there, you filmed it, you put the fucking texts in it because she put that she was having a panic attack. She put that she was crying because she can't eat. She put all these texts in and everything like that. Then went to next, and then hit post.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And then she had the nerve to say this.
Yeah, Methany. Let's hear it.
For those of you who've seen my last video and are in the same boat that I am, I want you to know that I see you and I hear you, and we are going to be okay. To those of you who are asking who I voted for, I did not vote for that maniac. That man is a menace and a danger to society, and he needs to be stopped. To those of you asking for my Cash App, I'm going to feel terrible posting it, but I'm going to.
No, you're not going to feel terrible at all.
No, not at all. Not at all. You're not feeling terrible.
Methany on the top.
I don't want to take from you and your families. I don't want to do that, but I don't think I have another choice if this is true. Because some articles are saying that it's not, and then some articles are saying that it is. Politico said that it was. I'm genuinely really, really scared. Good morning.
Why are you so scared? Do you have to go get a fucking job actually? Like, what is the problem?
Yeah, remember all those people they talked about that they're gonna pick your foods? They're not. Who's gonna pick your foods? Who's gonna do?
Yeah, right.
Her.
Yeah.
But she can't work because she has a mental illness, so she can't work because of her mental illness.
But you're
literally,
just fine to film yourself crying and talk to people about money that you're not getting anymore. You know what you could do with that? Work on your mental illness and go get a fucking job. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that reality? Oh, watch out. And her meth dealer might get deported.
you know,
I mean,
We've seen the Biden administration spend money like drunken sailors. It's a big reason we've had an inflation crisis in this country, and it's incumbent upon this administration
you're no cowhead.
is being accounted for honestly.
Why impose this pause with so little notice? Why not
Yeah.
give organizations more time to plan for the fact that they are about to lose, in some cases, really crucial federal funding?
There
at
was-
least for a period of time.
There was notice. It was the executive order that the president signed. There's also a freeze on hiring, as you know, a regulatory freeze, and there's also a freeze on foreign aid. And this is, again, incredibly important to ensure.
and that's what they're going after.
Mm-hmm.
They're going after the foreign aid. They're not going after anything else because it was in the articles that stated anything that goes directly to the people will not be affected.
Right.
It stated that in the articles, well, in the truthful articles and in the executive order.
Mm-hmm.
That this administration is taking into consideration how hard the American people are working, and their tax dollars actually matter to this administration. You know, just during this pause, Doge and OMB have actually found that there was $37 million that was about to go out the door to the World Health Organization, which is an organization, as you all know, that President Trump, with the swipe of his pen in that executive order, is no longer wants the United States to be a part of. So that wouldn't be in line with the president's agenda. Doge and OMB also found that there was about to be 50 million taxpayer dollars that went out the door to fund condoms in Gaza. That is a
Fucking ridiculous.
That's a lot of sheep.
Oh my
That
god,
is
yeah.
a lot of sheep.
There was a video of a fucking sheep that was on a roof trying to run. People were like, I think he heard the news.
That was the first thing I thought. I thought I was like $50 million. They're fucking that many sheep,
Right.
and then it turns out they were using the condoms as fucking balloons to drop IEDs from the sky.
Yeah. Let's give them more. What the?
We're
Holy
funding
shit.
both sides of this fucking war.
waste of taxpayer money. So that's what this pause is focused on, being good stewards of tax dollars.
And so this doesn't
Jennifer.
affect Meals on Wheels or Head Start or disaster aid?
Again, it does not affect individual.
In addition to the comment, they also ordered a bunch of Velcro gloves and oversized boots. This just is setting up for a weird part of a movie.
And then we just take an A10 Warthog and just go. We find them easier because the gloves, the Velcro gloves are glow in the dark. So, makes it easier to find them. Yeah, here's where she literally says
Again,
it. She
it does not affect individual assistance that's going to Americans.
She said it like 5 times in this whole thing. A10
my
goes,
God.
brr, yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Well, yeah, they kept asking her also about what was it, illegals being here? Like, so the ones that are here, which ones were deported that actually had a criminal record? She's like, all of them. They were here illegally.
Illegal,
So
yeah.
they all had a record.
They're all criminals.
Yeah. And then another one later, she's like, I've answered this question 4 times today, but I'm gonna keep giving the same fucking answer.
Yeah. I always thought SNAP benefits were to close the gap from wages to feed single parent homes. I couldn't get benefits back in 2019 because made too much money. Mind you, I had my son and I was making $15.75 an hour. Yeah. They told us to do it at the hospital.
You know what's funny? In Indiana, my ex, that was one problem that we really fucking had because she was still on that shit and she was making a little more than that. And she was still receiving benefits here in Indiana. And I talked so much shit to her about it because every time we went to the store, she pulled that out. I was like, oh, you're paying with our money plus our money? And everybody else's?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. But, the fucking... The left will just sit there and fucking fearmonger every single person. it just. Oh, and by the way, we found out the drones were actually. I have a fucking alfalfa hair.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on there, buddy?
I need a haircut. Yeah, it turns out the drones were just surveillance.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. What that is really all about. I mean, it's what did they say? Approved by FFA or FAA.
And before I turn to questions, I do have news directly from the President of the United States that was just shared with me in the Oval Office from President Trump directly, an update on the New Jersey drones. After research and study, the drones that were flying over New Jersey in large numbers were authorized to be flown by the FAA for research and various other reasons. Many of these drones were also hobbyists, recreational, and private individuals that enjoy flying drones. In time, it got worse due to curiosity. This was not the enemy. And before I turn.
No, it was the enemy within that Trump keeps talking about.
I don't really believe that either about the drones. I personally don't. There's more to it. I think that's a bunch of fucking horse shit. Yep, I'm in Indiana. Might have to meet him next time. Oh hell yeah, hit me up, Twig.
I kind of think it was
new sports team, the New Jersey Drones. Actually, yeah, I mean,
minor league baseball team. Fuck yeah,
yeah.
WIC is supposed to be for single pregnant women, but I made too much money at the time to get it for Ryan. Yeah. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. I mean,
the system is so retarded.
It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. And the problem is like, I know where I used to work, I used to manage a person that couldn't work overtime. Like literally, this lady had a fucking panic attack. A panic attack if she worked over 8 hours, because if she worked over a certain amount of hours every week, and then she would call out once a week. So if she would, if she worked over a certain amount of hours, her kids and her wouldn't get the benefits from the government. And I'm like, and just instead of working.
Well, I mean, he's eccentric, not necessarily crazy, but yeah, you can try to sell that Tesla all you want.
My heart goes out to you.
Yeah. Good luck. My heart. I think Alvin sold his finally. He had one for a little, like he had his Honda, then he got a Tesla, and then I think he got rid of that for another car. But I understand, like I don't mind Teslas, but man, it's the biggest fucking bunch of bullshit to have an electric car. Period. It's fucking retarded.
It is. I mean,
especially right now, not until the technology's there and everything else. Like it is fucking dumb.
So I've been watching Spencer Pratt on
dude. Yeah, the battery costs more than a fucking car. Exactly, bro. Yeah, like
I was watching because Spencer Pratt kept on coming up on my fucking TikTok page for some stupid reason because he was talking about the fires and shit like that, and he went to a charging station, and like literally he was there for only, I think it was 20 minutes, and he got like he was there for 45 minutes and got like a 20% charge. And he's like, where the fuck am I supposed to go?
Yeah.
Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, what are you really supposed to do? You're driving across country in a regular car. It takes, so if I went to me or you went to Alvin's house, right? Could you imagine? We would have had to leave fucking, we got there on, I got there on a Friday. I'd have to leave Tuesday.
Exactly.
I'd have to leave Tuesday to be there by Friday because every fucking 200 miles.
And you're lucky if you find a fucking charging station. And that's another thing with those cars. We've said it before, is if you get a max range of 3 to 350, you only get half of that, literally, because if you don't have a fucking charging station, you get half of that mileage to get the fuck back home, unless you can find a charging station. And like that guy said, the batteries are A, more expensive than the fucking car. B, cannot be fucking broke down. No. So those bitches will live forever.
Yep.
Like why do people think it's better? I'm sorry, but it's not.
And also the Cybertrucks, I saw a video. If your Cybertruck is plugged in and you touch right where it's plugged in, there's nothing
it'll shock
there.
You, yeah.
It'll shock the shit out of you.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, you're just doing yourself a disservice. And this is where, once again, when people ask why I voted for Trump, it wasn't for fucking cheaper groceries and cheaper it's for shit like this, forcing us to go to EVs,
Yeah,
forcing
fuck
us
that.
to do fucking 15-minute cities because we know eventually they're trying to make it a
Yep.
thing.
Yeah, they want it. Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's more of the fucking hypocrisy of, well, it's going to take 18 months for you just to clean it. No, Trump is like, no, this guy will
No.
go tomorrow, clean up his
Yeah.
property. No, yeah, no, we're looking at, were you really? No, it was going to be business
No.
as fucking usual.
Mhm.
Business as usual, 18 months, and then you get your fucking your building permit in a year, and then your house is started a year after that, and then 2 years. You're talking about like 5-10 years before your house is completely done.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
So and like you said, and not for nothing, that battery goes underwater. That's it. You no longer have a car.
Right.
You're done, and it'll catch fire.
Well, that's what I was gonna say with those too. It depends on what condition and where you're at. Like with those, yeah, if you're on the far coast, if you get hit with some salt water and shit, that bitch will go up on a fire. If you're entirely too fucking cold, it will either not charge or slowly charge or won't hold its charge correctly. So you have to be in like the right condition. Like nothing is ready for any of that.
And not only that, I've seen videos of people who can't even get their door open.
See, and that's one thing too, is that I have to agree. Like, even if I don't know if you do like Trump or if you don't, I do like the fact that we know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like he's saying what he's going to do and what he's trying to do. Whether people like it or not, at least you are fucking hearing what is going to happen or what he's planning to do. Either way.
But,
Doesn't matter if you like, at least it's truthful. That I at least appreciate that. Cause I mean, there's still shit like in his first presidency, whatever else that I didn't like. And there's probably gonna be some shit I might not like in this one, but
But there's still people talking about he's lying and he's not being truthful, and it's just like,
yeah, I think he's trying to be. We'll see.
Joe Biden never talk to the press.
No, he didn't.
And
And
it's
he also said, I'm not going to do these things, and fucking did them. So, I mean, there's plenty of shit that he said he wasn't going to do, then automatically did. Oh, I don't know. Pardon his son. But yeah, yeah.
But not only that, like, he was like, I'm going to be the most transparent president ever. And then didn't say a fucking thing. Like, no answers were given. Like, nobody had an answer for anything. So, like,
right.
Fucking Blinky was there like, no, well, we're really just looking at you ain't doing shit. You guys ain't doing fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you just sit
like,
there.
And here's the thing, everybody, like another thing that I keep hearing people, and we're gonna see what happens, is the whole like, or what's gonna happen when he shuts down the Department of Education? Be like, probably good things, like reading stuff. Not fucking getting told what to think, maybe how to fucking think, actually fucking critically think. You want to know why it's good for that to get shut down? Because we were like number 1 when it got implemented. Ever since then, we've been like 25th on the fucking scale. Like, we are one of the dumbest fucking countries, and it ain't because of the fucking shit that goes on here or anything else. It's because of what we're getting taught and what we're allowing to be put through the curriculum, and people not paying attention and just being like, here's money. Fuck that. Stop doing that. Like, we need to be smarter in this country. It's sad.
This video made me think of you, by the way.
Oh, great. You're here. Thanks for getting this game on release day. I know it was $70, but I promise it'll be worth it. Here, take this item. It's super important, and you're going to need it later on for future missions.
Excuse me, gentlemen. What a wonderful day we're having.
Don't worry about that guy. All right. Now it's time to go outside. I know we promised seamless transitions, but it's currently a 20-minute loading screen, but it will be fixed in future patches. I promise.
Please help me.
me, the optimistic guy, like, it'll be good soon. It'll be good soon.
I know you paid 70. They're talking about fucking the new GTA being $100.
I'm not doing that.
But that's where they're going, dude. And not only nothing, like, and not for nothing.
But I've also heard it's going to be, a lot of them are going to be trying to go there. But that's the thing, is that we're going to vote with our wallets, and once those games start getting there, there's going to be retards who pay that much. Believe me, I know that. but there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be like, suck this dick. I'm not paying that much money for graphics and literally probably the same gameplay that I've been paying for since 2014.
Yeah. Yeah, but
graphics haven't gotten that much better since then.
And not for nothing, you don't own the fucking game either.
No, not unless you get it on hard drive
Yeah.
or a hard disk or you have to actually have that fucking disc in your hand.
Yeah, you don't fucking own it. It's
that's what I tend to do too. I wait for Steam sales, or I will let you know, go to that G2A site. They do sell Steam keys and stuff. I like going there myself. I'm just saying, get a little discount.
But it's crazy, dude. When I found that, that's why once again, that's why I buy fucking hard copies of shit, because you don't own. They could just take it out. Like when Friends moved from Netflix, it was something of Uvu or Uvu, something like that. Like they took Friends out of Uvu. And some guy was talking about he paid the $60 for it, and they just took it out and they reimbursed him. He's like, I don't want my fucking money. I want the thing I paid for. Like I don't care about the money. I want the whole series of Friends that I paid for. And
exactly,
they can just fucking do that anytime they want. Well, let's get into the real reason why we're here today.
Let's get into the main thing. Will RFK Jr. be confirmed?
Well,
it's like you pay Steve $60 to $100. You don't even own the game. Yeah, that's. I mean, it is literally that, which it does suck. And it's pretty fucking gay. I mean, to be honest, like, because at any time they can just be like, well, the studio closed and we're shutting down our servers. And there's already one game many games, but one of the main games back in the day that it happened to was this game called MAG. That's all it was. Straight online gun warfare and shit like that. One day servers are gone, game was rendered useless.
Yeah. Like I have PS3, PS2 games or whatever, PS and like
but that's
Xbox
the thing,
360 games. Like
right.
I can still play fucking Halo 1. I don't need the server to play it.
But yeah, I mean that's very true. But then there's like if this is going to be a whole different subject. Let's go on to this, like, because I could talk about this for hours. We'll go on to this. This will be a whole nother subject. Yeah.
But yeah, this is Robert F. Kennedy today, Jr. Trying to be confirmed as Maha.
Your vaccine. Just want to have some break. And yet the organization is making money selling a child's product to parents for $26, which casts fundamental doubt on your usefulness.
And why are both? That was like the same woman on the right. It was two different versions. It's like the same hair, same dress,
same color.
Oh man,
dude, it was just it was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the Bernie Sanders one or no?
No, I don't have that one.
Because play the one you have. Because I want to play the Bernie.
Yeah,
Sanders
actually,
one too.
Let me bring that one up real quick. There we go. Go ahead and pause this now. Here's one good thing that RFK did say during that I highly agree with, which I'm sure all of you probably will as well. Let's go ahead and hear what he has to say. Oh, I don't think I shared. Actually, hold on. Let me stop sharing that because I don't think I shared the audio. I hate that whenever we try to share from Telegram. And then you don't click on share the audio too. Now, okay, yeah, let's hear what he has to say about we're not just over medicating our children, we're over medicating our entire population. Let's hear some of this.
15% of American youth are now on Adderall or some other ADHD medication. Even higher percentages are on SSRIs and benzos. We are not just over medicating our children, we're over medicating our entire population. half the pharmaceutical drugs on earth are now sold here. 70% of the profits from pharmaceutical companies are from the United States, even though we only have 4.2% of the world's population. Not only that, but a recent study by Cochrane Collaboration founder Peter Ghosh found that pharmaceutical drugs are the third largest cause of death in our country after heart attacks and cancers. Oh, they're not making us healthier. We need community health initiatives. We need access to treatment. We need exercise. We need better food.
I 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
Saying has so much money, why is he dressed like he only does yard sales? Because socialists are retards.
Yeah.
They'll keep their money. They'll tell you you should give up your money, and they'll dress like shit so they appear like they actually care.
Yeah. That's why he sat there with fucking gloves on the last Trump inauguration.
Yeah. That was funny.
But here was one of my favorite encounters today.
The pro-vaccine, you want to ask questions. You have started a group called the Children's Health Defense. You're the originator. Right now, as I understand it, on their website, they are selling what's called onesies. These are little things.
This shit is hilarious.
Did he just say that what's called onesies?
What's called onesies? Like nobody knows. Like, yeah.
Here's what you have. They're called onesies.
Yeah.
Does he think they're for adults? Please
He's pulling the ultimate old man move. Like, yeah.
Tell me he doesn't think they're adults.
When you go on this thing called the internet.
Bro, you think he thinks they're for adults?
Maybe.
I think he thinks they're for
adults.
He might. Hold on. Let's go back a little bit. I think he thinks they're for adults.
You're the originator. Right now, as I understand it, on their website, they are selling what's called onesies. These are little things, clothing for babies.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
One of them is titled Unfaxed, Unafraid. Next one, and they're sold for $26 a piece, by the way. Next one is No Vax, No Problem.
I'd wear
Now, you're
one.
coming before this committee and you say you're pro-vaccine. Just want to ask some questions. And yet your organization is making money selling a child's product to parents for $26, which casts fundamental doubt on the usefulness of vaccines. Can you tell us now that you will, now that you are pro-vaccine, that you're going to have your organization take these products off the market?
Senator, I have no power over that organization. I'm not part of it. I resigned from the board.
Yeah, that was just a few months ago. You founded that. You certainly have power.
So?
You can make that call. Are you supportive of this?
I've had nothing to do with
Are you
leadership.
supportive of these onesies?
I'm supportive of vaccines.
Are you supportive of this clothing, which is militantly anti-vaccine?
Like you're yelling at me right now.
am
Chill the fuck
supportive
out,
of
buddy.
vaccines. I will. I want good science, and I want to protect.
But you will
vaccines.
not tell the organization you founded not to continue selling that product. Thank you, Mr.
Exactly,
Chairman.
Muffin. Yeah, but yet they want abortions. Yeah.
That's why he said they're called the onesies. They're called the onesies. You sell the onesies.
Exactly. Never taken the vax. I have a problem taking shit that normally takes 5 to 10 years to improve. Exactly. That was my whole thing too at the beginning. I'm like, why don't you take it? It's gonna help you. I'm like, bitch, it's never really never been tested. Oh, we got a little while. Why don't you chill the fuck out?
Oh,
You know?
Trump said to take it. I don't give a fucking.
There
Trump
was
told me
the-
he would give me $1 million to take it. I wouldn't fucking take it. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. What was it? That was what was it? Butters said. He was like the Dem voters, whenever they get told to do that, they basically, most of them are like, yes, we'll do blah, blah, all that. Most of the Trump voters or whatever else, even libertarians that like didn't even vote for Trump, but as soon as he said it, everyone was like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I voted for you, but I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm not doing it either. Yeah. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, the vaccines are
Yeah.
that's good. I'm glad it worked for you. I'm
Yeah.
not fucking doing it. Eat ass. Eat fucking ass. Like
I like that. Batman mask.
Here was another one. I don't know who. By the way, they started out. This was early this morning.
Yeah, that's fucking
By
dude. That's
Callie-
ridiculous.
Callie Means, about 10 hours ago, which was what? 12 hours, 9 o'clock in the morning. Before RFK even got into the room, they were already writing RFK Jr. faces grilling on anti-vaccine comments and animal manipulation at confirmation hearing. Trump live updates. Pam Bondi moves forward in confirmation process with committee vote. So they just wrote the headline and they were writing articles.
It's fucking ridiculous. Like they're just ready to have that negative spin. Boom.
Yep. There you go. You're writing an article.
Mhm.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And they wonder why we call the media what we call the media.
Fucking fake liars.
Fighting the Trump administration and you're just going to follow what they say. Is that what you're doing? You're just a rubber stamp for them in this position? So anybody,
Trump.
so it doesn't matter that you're before us. It could be anybody coming before us as long as they're a rubber stamp for this administration and disregarding your beliefs and what you think. I guess my question to you is if it really is fundamental to what you believe, how do you live with that? How do you address those issues as you're moving forward?
You want me to
Knowing
answer
that
the
it's going to
question,
harm
Senator?
Americans. Yeah.
You want me to answer the question?
No, I'm asking you.
Okay. President Trump has asked me to end the chronic disease epidemic and make America healthy again. And I'm
So
in a
is that the
unique
only reason why
position.
you're at HHS? Is that the
Excuse
only
me.
reason why then you're at the HHS to address that one issue?
President Trump has asked.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty fucking broad issue, madam.
This is the dumbest bitch. Oh my God. Like
I think that's a pretty broad issue.
Do you want me to answer the question? No, I asked you.
No, I'm gonna sit here and just continue to fucking yell. This is and I was watching Shipwreck. She put out a long video on YouTube on X, and she was like, and I've said it before, there's no need for these fucking committee hearings. There really isn't. Just take the fucking vote.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason we should be wasting money on this bullshit because they already know who they're voting for. It's not, they're not going to change anybody's mind. They go and they talk to them. They have 2-day conferences, talk to them a bunch of time.
I think he's going to do a great job if he gets in there.
They spend all this time over there and then they go and do this for how many fucking days? And they just sit there, they bloviate for fucking, I said it again. They bloviate for fucking
$10 words and shit again.
for and just sit there for for half an hour total. And then they go, I'm not voting for him, or I'm voting. Like, so what are we doing here? Like, why? He's not going to make his case here. Nobody's making their case here. So just don't waste our money because this costs money for us. This isn't free.
Right. And the whole thing though too is he's never once said he's anti-vax. He keeps saying he just wants them to be fucking safe, and he's proven that there's never been a real actual fucking safety evaluation test, blah blah. All that shit. Like, it's just things that we want fucking answered and actually looked into.
Yeah.
That's fucking it. Like,
Me because I'm in a unique position to end that. And that is what I'm doing.
that'll do it to you.
And if we don't solve that problem, Senator, all of the other disputes we have about who's paying and whether it's insurance companies, whether it's providers,
And I
whether
mean,
it's
hold on.
HMOs.
Like, pause real quick. And it's like, it's not even makes you a Republican. It just makes you more common sense based and thinking. Like, I mean, and there's even shit with Republicans, I want to smack them in the fucking face, but it's like being like either Democrat or socialist or the leftist, whatever. Like, whenever you start really like living on your own and stuff, if you're still thinking that, it's crazy to me that it would be that way. But a lot of that'll do that to you to make you in that way.
There should be a common sense party, but like the money would ruin it. It would go from being people who are common sense to like, now all of a sudden you got money and you're no longer common sense. You're going by for whoever pays you the most. And so there's no common sense in government, and we've allowed this to happen.
Yeah,
we've allowed this to happen.
Yeah.
Whether it's patients or families, all of those are moving deck chairs around on the Titanic. Our ship is sinking. Our 60% increase in Medicaid over the past 4 years is the biggest budget line now, and it's growing faster than any other. And no other nation in the world has what we have here. No other nation has a chronic disease. We have the highest chronic disease burden of any country in the world. We had, during COVID, We had 16% of the COVID deaths in a country. We only have 4.2% of the world's population. We had a higher death count than any country in the world. And when CDC was asked why, they said it's because Americans are the sickest people on earth. The average person who died from COVID, American, had 3.8 chronic diseases. This is an existential threat economically, to our military, to our health, to our sense of well-being. And it is a priority for President Trump. And that's why he asked me to run the agency. And if I'm privileged to be confirmed, that's exactly what I'll do.
Yeah. But once again, we were told people were dying from fucking COVID the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, people were dying from fucking all the shit that makes us
Well,
sick.
I mean, yeah, all the shit that makes us sick, but it's like it gets worse because of the fact we've been eating fucking poison in our food and not giving a shit and everything else and letting that go along with it.
Yeah, we've been poisoned our fucking well, for us for our entire life because we
absolutely should. We so China. China asshole.
This lady was fucking so okay. So we have a big problem in this country with SSRIs, right? With like Prozac and
Jackie.
What up, Mama J? We have a big problem with like Prozac and all these like oh shit. Hold on. Sorry. Gotta take this.
You motherfucker. I don't even know what the hell he was talking about with that, but I will bring up something else with the RFK putting something on. Here we go. We'll go ahead and listen to this for a hot second. Now, this is Senator Ron Johnson just absolutely nailed it at the RFK Jr. hearing masterclass. Here's I'm not even going to read what that is. Let's just go ahead and hear what he has to say.
Bobby, this is an answer to my prayers. We need to get to the answers of this, but even more, we need to heal and unify this divided nation. I'm not necessarily the most optimistic guy because we've got enormous challenges facing this nation, but I thought, wow, here's somebody from the left, somebody I don't agree with on many issues politically, coming together with President Trump and focusing on an area of agreement, something that the American people desperately want. Finding out the answers. What has caused autism? What is causing chronic illness? Ms. Kennedy, I think I've come to know what's in your heart. I think I know the personal and political price you've paid for this decision. I want to say publicly, I thank you for that. I truly appreciate what you're doing here.
Sorry. And like, here's the thing too, is I appreciate it. And like, even if we don't necessarily agree on where he thinks things are coming from, at least these questions are fucking being asked. And maybe we can actually get down to the bottom of things.
Yeah. I mean, they already went and did away with red dye number 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, you know, there's progress being made.
Right.
Can't we come together as a nation and do this? Can we do? Aren't you getting tired of this? I'm getting tired of this. So again, Ms. Kennedy, I need to enter in the record. These are just 11 letters of support signed by 63,000 people, thousands of doctors. From the American Association of American Physicians and Surgeons, Independent Medical
Well, they're not
Alliance,
being
North
on a
Carolina
no-fly list
Physicians
soon.
and Freedom Group, Governor Jeff Landry from Louisiana. These are Americans, nonpartisan. A lot of these people I know because I've advocated with you. A lot of them are Democrats. They put their political differences aside. So, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to enter this in the record.
Without objection.
Yeah, that's where I'm going next. That's where I'm going next, buds.
Right.
That's
You know what I
I'm
would
going
love? If they quit putting food dye in, like, quit putting dyes in anything. You know how many people wouldn't eat half the shit that they eat if it didn't look tasty and everything else?
You know what I would love if they stopped putting fucking sugar in everything.
Yeah. Yeah, like your lunch meat and everything
Yeah.
else, all that shit.
Why does barbecue sauce? Well, I mean, why does barbecue
No,
sauce?
I mean that I somewhat get, but I'm talking the meats, like actual, like all these things that have all these preservatives,
Yeah,
like
preservatives are
the nitrates and all that shit. They also cake them with fucking sugars because like people want a different, like they're so used to that
sweet.
fucking faked up ass sweet flavor and all that shit. You can't, like, most people, if they tasted wild turkey compared to regular turkey, they would probably wouldn't like the wild turkey, or they wouldn't even know how to handle it.
No. It's like when you give somebody deer meat and they're just like, "What is
Yeah.
this?"
Yeah, they're
And
like,
you're
what
like,
the
you're
fuck?
like, "This is gross." This is what nature tastes like. This is what it's supposed to taste like.
Want to watch Dukes of Hazzard again? There you go, Elliot.
Yeehaw! But yeah, this lady goes nuts. This lady, it's a long, but this lady.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Throw it
This
on.
lady goes crazy.
Warning of suicidal,
Mr.
homicidal
Chair,
behavior.
Mr. Chair, I will submit to the chair. I know that you and your family have had personal experience with mental health challenges, as have I. And I agree.
Yeah, they're all coming out against him because they didn't like who he voted for, who he's working for. His family's mentally ill. Remember, the one Kennedy had a lobotomy. Then another person, and then what was it? Neil Diamond wrote a song about a 14-year-old Carolyn Kennedy who made a statement today. Sweet Caroline, fucking whore.
That the mental health crisis in this country is a crisis. So let me ask you, in an interview in 2023 and again in 2024, you blamed school shootings on antidepressants. You said, and this is a quote, "There is no time in American history or human history that kids were going to shoot schools and shooting their classmates. It really started happening coterminous with the introduction of these drugs, with Prozac and with other drugs." So do you believe, as you've said, that antidepressants cause school shootings? This should be a simple question.
I don't think anybody can answer that question, and I didn't answer that question. I said it
So
should
your
be
answer
studied.
is,
I said it should be studied along with other potential culprits
so
like
they may cause.
social media. But I don't know. I would never make, because there's no science on that.
Well,
Senator.
there is, Senator. I mean, excuse me, there is, Mr. Kennedy.
Thank you for the promotion.
The science shows that there is no link between school shootings and antidepressants. And in fact, most school shooters were not even treated with antidepressants. And of those that were, there was no evidence of association.
I don't think you
My
can
question
say that,
is,
Senator, because of HIPAA rules, nobody
I don't think-
knows.
well,
Exactly.
Mr. Kennedy, do you think that people who take antidepressants are dangerous?
I think, listen, I'm not going into HHS if I'm privileged to be confirmed with any.
So you can't say that people
to
who.
impose any preconceived ideas that I may have. I just want to have
Okay,
good science.
So you're not saying that they aren't dangerous, which means that they could
I
be
said-
dangerous. Let me ask you this.
That's not true.
You've described Americans who
Shut
take
up.
mental health medications as addicts who need to be sent to wellness farms to recover. Is that what you believe?
No, of course, I didn't say that
Yes, you did.
anybody should be compelled to do anything.
No, but
I'm
you
for-
said they should be sent.
I said they should be available to them.
You
I
said
didn't
that-
say they should be sent.
You said that
Kicking
folks
and
that take
screaming.
antidepressants are like addicts. That I can provide that.
Oh, I
Mr.
think they
Chair.
should have the availability. Listen, I know people,
So-
including members of my family, who've had a much worse time getting off of SSRIs than they did, than people have getting off of heroin.
Than Hunter Biden has done off of crack.
Yeah.
But like she's like saying, she's going, yeah, you said people should go to camps, and he's like, no, I didn't. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. No, I didn't.
I mean,
It's
well,
the-
let's be honest. He did say that people should be jailed that think that the climate change things is a hoax, like the what's it, the Cohen brothers, the gas giants. He did say that they should be jailed. I'm not gonna fucking lie. He said that shit before. He said shit that I don't like, and So there's like crazy shit like that. Did he maybe say that other shit? Sure. But the whole thing is she won't even give him a fucking chance to answer.
Listen, Joe Biden said that he didn't want his kids growing up in a racial jungle, and then all of a sudden it was
Yeah.
forgiven, and
Yeah.
everybody was like, "Oh, he changed his mind."
Yeah.
Everybody's allowed to change their mind. I mean,
Yeah.
but
The withdrawal period is, I mean, and it's written
actually have
on the
s-
label.
I have some
This is
experience
very
with
well
this
documented.
myself, Mr. Kennedy. This is personal for me. When I was a young woman and I was struggling with depression, thankfully, I had the resources to help me get through it.
I don't
madam,
think you did.
the same thing. The same.
I don't think you did.
I'm not saying anything. That's it. That's the quote. I don't think you did.
I don't think you did.
Including a new generation of SSRI uptake inhibitors, which help to clear my mind, get me back on track to being a mom and a wife and a productive, happy person. And I'm really grateful for that therapy. So I have some experience with this, and I think that everyone should have access to that care. And your job as secretary is to expand access to care, not to spread lies and misinformation. And you know, the things that you say, Mr. Kennedy, they live on. They have impact. And you know, we're having this.
It's so funny because
Oh my! I hate when people say that shit. When people say that shit, then that means that people have to and take in what you say and live by that. That means that you think that people don't know how to fucking think for themselves. Is that true, ma'am?
Mm-hmm. The American public is stupid. The American
That's
public
what you're
is
saying,
stupid.
ma'am? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they think. That's what they think. It's so funny that she talks about her own personal anecdote about that, but then, like, you know, when you say that the COVID vaccine didn't work, or people are getting are harmed by the COVID vaccine, or people are actually having effects to it, they tell you you're lying, and there's no correlation, no correlation with anything.
Right.
But you're telling me that these SSRIs worked for you. Congratulations. I'm whatever. But
Oh,
when
I
people,
bet her husband probably fucking explains memes and
Listen,
shit.
I
He's one
bet
of those
you-
guys.
I bet your husband is the same as fucking what's her face who's sitting next to her, Elizabeth Warren, Pocahontas' husband, where she just comes in.
They're
and goes,
like those.
Hey,
What
you
was
want
that
a
one
beer?
couple you were talking about? We're like, I bet you guys fucking between sheets and shit.
No, she just married a gay dude. That was it. That was all that happened. She just married a gay dude that just so that she could say she's married. But like Elizabeth Warren's husband, remember when she was having a beer? She's like, "You want a beer?" And he's like, "No." And he
Yeah,
just
you
walked
don't.
away.
He's like, this is dumb, and
Yeah.
so are you.
Hey, I'm gonna have a beer. Hey, I didn't know you were coming home. Huh, you want to have a beer? No.
No.
I just came here to pick up some shit and I'm leaving again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's her husband. Her husband's like, she's like, "Oh, hey, are you staying for dinner?" No. I'm leaving. I'm grabbing some shit and going away.
Yeah, I'm going to the fucking guest house. That's where I'm going.
I mean, the poor girl like a injured child behind the curtain, and they acknowledge, yeah. Nothing to see here, folks.
Conversation at the same moment that my Republican colleagues are looking to try to figure out how to save money any way they can. And so they want to cut Medicaid. Let's just think about this for a minute, because you're going to be, should you be confirmed, you would be responsible for CMS, which provides mental and behavioral health care to millions of Americans. Close to 40% of folks on Medicaid have a behavioral health condition. And you would be part of this administration that would be looking to cut Medicaid. So, Mr. Kennedy, these statements that you've made linking antidepressants to school shooting.
But yeah, so my point was before we kind of said is like they do this, right? But when it's a Democrat on the other side that wants to be like a judge, a Supreme Court judge in like Pennsylvania or something like that, and hey, you said that white people are racist and don't deserve to live and should be taken out and shot. And they're like, well, I didn't say that. Yes, you did. You know, yes, you did. No, I never said that.
I know. And it's
right
like
here in
on
your tweet.
Twitter.
Yeah, it's in your tweet. So they both
Right.
fucking do it. And then, you know, this woman would be like, you are just very overqualified for this position. I wouldn't understand why these people would say, you know, you were an activist all this long time ago, and then you changed your life and decided like. This is why I say it doesn't this is such a waste of money.
It
This
is.
is such
It
a waste
absolutely
of
is.
money and fucking people's times. But I want to show everybody how fucking stupid these people are.
Oh, yeah.
They reinforce the stigma that people who experience mental health every day face every single day. And I'm very concerned that this is another example of your record of sharing false and misleading information that actually really hurts people.
Senator, you're
Thank you, Mr.
mischaracterizing my statements.
I am only putting into the record what you have said, Mr.
I'm only reading what my fucking interns put on my iPad. So don't
Exactly.
ask me anything else. I don't know. I'm reading what they
I'm only reading what my interns found on ChatGPT that they printed up, and I am seriously hoping it is all correct, and I will enter it into the record. And that's
You're
about what they do now.
Yeah, it's basically what they do.
My statements, and I'm happy that you had a good experience on SSRIs. Many Americans have very good experience on it. Others have
That
not.
would be an issue between them and their physicians, and not for
And
the future
exactly.
head of HHS to be just putting out misinformation
Exactly.
about the dangers of SSRIs and other antidepressant
Because there are
medications,
dangers about it.
spreading the stigma and the fear that we're actually trying
Okay,
to
number one, there are bad things about it. Have you ever seen a goddamn advertisement for any antidepressant?
Yeah.
What's the number one fucking usual fucking side effect?
Suicide.
Depression. And
Suicidal thoughts
suicide.
and depression.
But no, there's nothing wrong with it. There should be no stigma around any of them. Yeah, just keep popping them bitches like it's all right.
Literally, I think
I'm sorry. Look, I know that they do help quite a few people, but here's one thing. If you could be way better off without them if you learned how to deal with certain things, it's coping mechanisms and shit. Like all these drugs are not good. It causes more chemical imbalances. It 100% does. I'm never going to fucking be convinced otherwise about that because I've known people that were on a good amount of things for a while, kept them okay, got off for just a little bit because something wasn't right or they need to switch something up, whatever else. And that person was lost for a fucking year and a half. Like, yeah, but just keep staying on it.
Yeah, once again, it's your own personal fucking like, and you should have that talk with your doctor. Like, hey,
yeah,
I was doing this, I was doing that, and I don't feel right with this. I don't know. Okay, we'll change it up and
that's the
maybe
thing. Switching up it's not good, dude. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
I was talking to Rich about it, and Rich is like, yeah, it's changing. What SSRIs does is it change your brain chemical.
Yeah.
And so then you switch to another one, and it has to retrain your brain again. And I'm like,
it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
It starts changing the chemical balance in your brain because it's used to one thing. If it comes off it's going to get to a whole different area. Then you have to start adding more to bring out this and bring out that and so it's changing you the fuck up the whole time. Like I know it helps people. I'm still going to talk a lot of shit about it though because it's not that good. It just isn't.
But my thing is like she was talking. Hold on, because he gets to it. He gets to it really quick.
You think physicians, when they make that prescription, ought to have access to good science?
Of course they do. And
Right,
I
that's
don't
all
think
I
that-
believe too. And you and I are in agreement, Senator.
And to your point that you made when you made these statements, it was not based on good science. I don't know what it was
I
based
was saying
on.
the science needed to be done. I was saying these are potential culprits. We're coterminous. And I named other things. I said video games. I said social media. I said SSRIs. SSRIs have a black box warning of suicidal, homicidal behavior.
Mr. Chair, I will submit to the chair the information that I have about what Mr. Kennedy has said of linking antidepressants to school shootings. Thank you.
By the way, I don't like Alex Jones's new fucking facial hair.
But I'm happy for him. He's fucking down like 100 pounds or some shit.
Yeah.
He looks great.
But yeah, it's once again, you want to leave it to people having conversations with their doctors. And of course, no, there's
Well,
no
here's one
reason-
thing. I'm going to generalize all day when it comes to those drugs. I'm aware that it's good for people, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's not good for you. I don't care. It's not good for you. I'm aware that it may help you, but it's not good for you. It's just it's 100% fact. Keep taking them. I'm not going to agree
Well,
with it though,
it-
and I
listen,
still love you
but
all day
it does
long. But
literally,
it's just not good for you.
it literally says, because if you, it's so funny if you watch these like pharmaceutical commercials, the fucking side effects are worse
Are worse
than
than what?
sometimes
Yeah.
than the fucking symptoms. Like if it's like you had diarrhea, throwing up,
Yeah.
diarrhea,
Well, and
vomiting.
another reason why I know that is because I've done therapy. I've been on fucking drugs too. I fucking whatever. It's just not good for you. I just can't. I don't know. It
Well,
just.
but here's the thing. Everybody and everybody's different. Like
Yeah.
I can't smoke weed like some people can.
Yeah.
Like I can't. Like my
See, but that's a little bit of a different thing.
But
Smoking weed doesn't change the chemical balance in your brain.
but it's still it does, because
No, it doesn't.
but
That
anyway,
just puts you to
but-
sleep.
I know,
Yeah.
but there's some people who can smoke weed or do shrooms or do things
Yeah.
and just go and have a wonderful time. I'm not one of those people. Like I can't smoke weed and go on a hike. I've told the story before, but when my first ex-wife, her stepdad would literally be able to smoke, work all day,
Oh, yeah.
smoke, go on a hike. And I did this with him one day. Like I smoked, we were painting a house, and then I was like
Dude,
out
I
of
used
my
to smoke a
mind.
blunt and go to MMA.
And then we went into the woods, and like him and his friend had this fucking bowl in the middle of the woods in a tree, like it was that movie with John Ritter where the president wanted fucking just an ice from a tree or water from a tree. I forget what the name of the movie was, but it's from the 80s.
Yeah.
But like, and then I called my ex-wife and I'm like, I think I'm gonna die. They took me out to the woods. I think they're gonna chop me into little pieces. I was blitzkrieg out of my mind. Yeah, I was so I didn't know where I was. I was just like, and I think we were just like, I mean, maybe a quarter of a mile in from where we were, and it was just one of those things where, and I couldn't do it. So like, everybody's body's different. So some people, it works good. Some people it doesn't work well. The problem is that like people think that the doctors work for them, and not that people think that the they work for the doctor and the doctor doesn't work for them. Like you should be able to tell your doctor, hey, I'm not feeling right. This isn't good.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
and
well,
if your
most
doctor
people.
can,
I mean, people should just do that anyways. Like, I mean, you don't have to do what they tell you to do. You can go there and they can give recommendations. You can be like, no.
yeah. Well, that's the thing, is like people don't have conversations with their doctors. They think that whatever the doctor gives them, they have to take.
Yeah, no, I've done it before. Whenever they told me I have to take something, it was anti-inflammatory after I've already had my shoulder surgery and whatever else, because it was something for my knee, and he was like, well, you should start taking this because it can help bring down some of the swelling, whatever. I was like, no. What else can we do?
Yeah. Well, that was when I went to the hospital for the second time after I got my colitis or whatever it was in my stomach after Tennessee. Like they shot me up with morphine, and I freaked. I almost fucking broke through the glass. I don't know what it was, but me and morphine apparently don't mix. Like it's not good for me. Like I don't like it at all. So the doctor came back in and was like, "You want morphine?" I'm like, "Don't you fucking ever. You put it in my chart. If I come back here, don't you ever give me morphine again. Like don't ever. Well, we don't. I don't care. Give me something.
It's not the same thing.
I don't give a shit.
I mean, you can think it's hypocritical, but it's not. One's man-made and one isn't. One's chemical-based, one isn't. I mean, I'm just going off of that. I'm not. I mean, you can. I hope you're not getting mad at me because I'm not. But it's not. It's just not how it is.
But yeah, it was one of those things where I was just like, nah, I can't do this. But like I said, everybody's body's different. But I mean, yeah, that's
And like I said, also, if you're taking it, it works for you, go ahead. But it's not good for you.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, Jennifer. That propofol that worked. Propofol was like when I first went to the hospital the first time for that, they gave me propofol. I was fine. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. Let's do this. I feel better and whatever. But morphine, like, it was one of those things where I just couldn't handle. I couldn't handle. I almost fucking ripped the IV out of my arm. That's how bad it was, you know? But yeah, I mean, I don't know. But it just these are the people. This is the real reason why these motherfuckers don't want RFK in this.
Hey, if you live in Washington, can you come grab your senator? She just posted this. To confirm a notorious anti-vaxxer like RFK Jr. as Secretary of HHS, it seriously costs our country in lives, in health, and in our economy. Let's use our common sense. We cannot let a fringe conspiracy theorist make major public health decisions. So you know what I did? I'll tell you what I did. I went to Open Secrets and looked at who funds her. Then I commented on her post this. Said, what's making you say this? The almost 667,000 from health professionals that bribed you? Or is it the 513,000 from pharmaceuticals? Oh, wait, maybe it's the 312,000 from insurance companies. And if any of those are not it, is it possibly the 198,000 from HMOs? I said, you have absolutely no room to talk to the American people about health when you are profiting off of policy that is making the American people sick. She can take her dirty money and leave us alone. Guys, can we please stop?
And that's what it's about. Because they did the same thing to Elizabeth Warren, who went after him also.
Right. No, I get that too. Yeah. That goes to the point of what Davey said. Everyone's different on it. Yeah. No, yeah.
Dude, it doesn't matter because I live in Missouri, so we can go to the store and buy it. I think I had like a 1 to 5, one gram of THC to like 5 of CBD, and we were in Walmart, and I was like, I'm just taking the whole thing, and I just took the whole thing, and we were standing in Walmart. It was one of Amanda's favorite days ever, and it was only like a little bit of THC, and we got in there, and I was like a kid in a candy store. I was like,
that's funny.
She goes, it kicked in, didn't I go?
See, I'm like,
Yeah.
that's another thing too with me with stuff like that. I have such a high tolerance on shit. It's pretty ridiculous because even if I'll take a 40 gram or 40 milligram edible, and it's like, meh.
Yeah.
I have a high tolerance for a lot of shit though, which probably tells you something that is not good about me. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and be honest.
Listen, I wish I wish I could. I wish, because listen, you smell it all around here. Like, I'm driving home from work, you just open the window and you smell it. I'm at work and you smell it. And nobody says a fucking thing about it. Wait, was it? What'd you say? No, he took a 155 THC, codeine, and CBD.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Codeine? Fuck that.
You're good. You're good, Rhonda.
You won't say anything that's offensive. I say shit that's offensive.
Yeah. No, you never. Told you.
You can say whatever you want to me. You're not going to offend me. Okay, here's the thing. As we all say, like, especially Davey, and I'm sure Jackie will feel this, probably Rich too. I overthink. I hurt myself more than anybody else could. Okay.
Here's a feel-good story. Female rapper Dank DeMoss has filed a multiple $million lawsuit against Lyft just a week after Lyft apologized to her after a driver denied her service because she was too big to fit in his car.
Oh, this is fucking hilarious, dude. I heard the fucking conversation too. They had do you have the audio?
I think so. We're disheartened to look at this driver's unacceptable behavior. Please DM us at your earliest convenience for additional support. We'd like to address this as soon as possible.
Oh, it has no sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't?
Never mind. No, this ain't it.
Oh, I thought it had sound to it. Yeah, she's a famous rapper.
Yeah, which is we need to get that fucking call. It's pretty funny.
Let's see if I can find it because they were.
He started following me around Walmart like a toddler, and even ran off a few times. Probably the ADD from
Yeah.
the fucking from the DHG. Hey, squirrel. Let me go look at this.
She needs an Uber. She needs Uber Crane, not Uber. I think that's her song.
You make me lose my lunch. What the fuck? I'm sorry, but like, I don't. Man, I feel
Jennifer,
like
please show the footage of her music video. I'll find that with the dog. It was in the back of an SUV. Oh yeah, yeah. Let me find that. It looked like that little fucking dog was her lunch. Oh, what's her name? Dank something. It's fucking hilarious. Dank.
that would be fucked up. You know, it'd be funny if she sued the office because they didn't have big enough chairs. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if that should happen. Famous for being her own gravitational field. Dude, that's Gravity. That's the Gravity's wife. Remember from that one episode? Yeah.
God.
We found Gravity's girlfriend.
Guy just holding the fucking AR to his throat. Where is it? Oh, I thought I had it. What's her? It said Dank. DAK.
Yeah, what is her rapper name? Gravity. Because she brings them heavy lyrics.
Oh, here it is.
Okay.
Fucking rapping niggas flexing with a big bag. Your man's mad, he ain't fuck no more. I admit the hell was good, but I ain't want no more. Fuck them cute bitches, for bitches my mind different. Please don't get it twisted, my pussy was fine different. If you thought I liked it, the pussy a crime different. Y'all fucking on these niggas, I been heads, they been trans. Big ass shit, yeah. They never lacking, I be walking on the same. Yeah. Change on the same shit, so quick change. Fucking rapping niggas.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know. What did I just witness? Yeah, right. The poor dog.
Look at the dog's face the whole time. It's just like, let me out of here. I don't want to be here no more.
Yeah, right. I don't want to be here anymore.
He just looks up and goes, that reeks. What is that?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it did. It did. It's
Oh no. Oh god. Oh doggy, stop it. Oh yeah, $1 donation. Yeah. It was back in the SUV, hitch touching the ground, dog sniffed her hoochie. Oh my god. Oh fucking
kibbles
damn
and
it.
bits. Kibbles and bits. Kibbles and bits.
What is wrong with the human fucking race right now?
It's just god awful. The poor
It's
dog.
like I feel like that one video where the dude like gets away, just gets up, he's like over the mic, like, what the fuck was
where is it?
Cooch at the cooch? Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Holy shit, man.
Oh man. And you hear about everybody having to go back to work full time in the office and they're all mad.
Did you guys see the lift footage?
No, I didn't.
$1 donut. Thank you, Jen. No, I didn't. I didn't see the actual footage. That's what I was hoping for. I want to see that. Oh, you're talking about oh yeah, let's try to find that. But you're talking about all the people that are pissed off having to go back to work in the fucking Fed.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick.
Let's see if we can find this lift footage. Because it is, I heard the call. If you have it, throw it in the comment section. We'll pull it up real quick.
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go. Well, it all unfolded on video. Deja Banlane whipped out her phone when this all happened. Now, the Lyft driver, he was
Jesus
kind
Christ.
enough and apologetic, but refused her a ride and said that she would not fit and that her weight couldn't be handled by his tires. Now she's filing a lawsuit.
Chisel that fucking makeup off that
Have you
face.
been in
Jesus.
cars that size before? Yes, I have. I've been in cars smarter than that, you know.
Deja Blanding tells
No,
us
you
she was
haven't.
just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when
That's
her
a
Lyft
fucking
pulled
liar.
up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like my tires, you know, like.
The driver said his tires could not handle her weight.
Every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car.
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL.
Do you hear
Okay,
that
pause.
fucking car?
Yeah, do you hear that car?
the car?
It ain't his tires. It's that fucking lifter that's knocking in his fucking engine that's gonna blow. That's what the fuck he's really worried about. He just don't know how to say that. You hear that fucking ticking? So that's one of those. Yeah, something's about to shoot right out of the fucking top of his fucking engine.
She gets in, he gets a half a mile down the road, and fucking pistons just shooting out the fucking. Yeah, I heard that too. I was like, wait a minute, it's not his tires.
Yeah,
His fucking engine.
car sounds like a goddamn typewriter.
Dank DeMoss, as she's known at the mic, is crushed by the whole situation.
I just want them to know, like, it really hurt my feelings.
It looks like a Lyft might be hurting.
You just talked about how you want your pussy fucking eaten by some dude on the back of a fucking car, and how your pussy's the best pussy in the world. But this hurt your feelings?
Right, yeah.
This hurt your feelings. Oh, this didn't hurt your feelings? It looked like it hurt more than your feelings.
There you go. Yeah. But I wanted to see the after because this is what I was waiting for. The fucking the fat person get up and they gotta use the one arm.
Shut up. I still do that sometimes. I still do that. I'm in bed like this.
Like, gotta get up.
Pretty soon, too.
I knew it was illegal and I knew that it was wrong.
Her attorneys, John Mark.
How is it illegal? How is
It's
it
not illegal. That's not illegal.
To deny somebody a ride because their car is a ticking time bomb and you're about to blow 17 pistons in your fucking 1998 Honda Civic is about to blow up because this fucking woman gets in your car.
Right?
Marco and Zach Runyon say weight is a protected characteristic in Michigan by law.
It would be no different than a driver pulling up and saying, you know, I don't want to have black people in my car. Or I don't.
Oh my.
No, that's
God.
the dumbest fucking thing ever. Look at this guy. Look at how fucking sleazy this guy is with his fucking
Mullet.
he has like the wannabe hockey mullet. He looks like he tried to be cool at one time. Now he's super fucking sleazy. Dude, this is one of those dickhead lawyers that knows that he's just fucking being a piece of shit.
He saw the movie Lincoln Lawyer with Matthew McConaughey a little too much, and he was just like, all right. I'm gonna be a lawyer. I'm gonna be a Lincoln lawyer.
A woman gets her titties over her shoulder. The over-the-shoulder boulder holder.
She can throw her titties and her thighs over her shoulder. Did you see those fucking pants?
And the people behind her.
Those pants were like his fucking. It was like his car. They were about to explode.
I want to have Christians in my car or Muslims in my car. It's the same. Under the law, it's the same.
The lawsuit is filed.
No, it's
Since
not
she
under the
posted
law
the
the
encounter
same.
on social media, other full-figured folks have reached out saying the same thing happened to them.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can. I really want people to see like what we go through as bigger people, you know.
She can't even walk.
I know what you go through as bigger people. The diabetes. early death,
heart problems,
yeah,
high cholesterol,
not being able to ride shit because you're fucking tipping over.
Dude, I would love to see her on a mechanical bull at one of those bars. Could you imagine? Did you just see the bull
bull starts fucking overheating and shit? Oh my god, we're fucking dickheads.
You just hear the bull just starts sounding like the car. You just see steam coming out of the bull's ears.
Oh my god.
I don't.
That's the thing. Yeah, exactly, Rhonda. Doesn't a business have the right to refuse service to any fucking body?
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's just even the way like she walks, like her legs don't even want her to fucking go anywhere.
There's no way that like you cannot be happy living like that. I'm sorry, like there's no way. Uh-oh. We may have to bust that out.
Oh,
Dave, you're right at the beginning. Don't even just send it to me. Just send it, and then it's gonna appear in a fucking intro or something.
You
Davey,
motherfucker.
you better not fucking send that to me.
you
Shut up, bitch.
I thought it was gonna last a lot longer. Didn't last too long. Oh, goodness gracious. But so did you see Bob Menendez got fucking 11 years?
Whoa, what? No, I didn't.
Hold on.
Let's check this out.
Got some breaking news. Senator Bob Menendez, a former senator from New Jersey, convicted on extortion, conspiracy, and obstruction, and acting as a foreign agent after a sensational trial, has now just been sentenced to 11 years behind bars, according to our reporters inside the courtroom. We have Danny Savalos here with us who can help us understand this. Danny, this is such a big deal. Such a big deal. 11 years for a former senator forced to resign because of this conviction.
Back when this case was indicted, I assume Menendez's attorneys warned him that this is one of those cases. It's a white-collar federal criminal case where you have no guns, no drugs, no violence, no prior convictions for Menendez, but yet it is the loss guidelines. It is the calculated loss that puts a case into the stratosphere when it comes to sentencing. The sentencing guidelines in this case were calculated at a maximum of 30 years, and that was driven almost entirely by the loss amount and also in addition based on his official status and some other level increases under the guidelines. But make no mistake about it, most of the boost here is because of the dollar amount involved. And that's got to give someone like Menendez's wife, who has not yet gone to trial, some real pause as she considers whether or not she does want to go to trial.
Menendez beat charges before. He wasn't able to do it this time. Is this the sort of thing where his lawyer
11 years. I don't know. And by the way, doesn't say anything about a fucking felony here.
Right.
There's nothing that says it's a felony.
Right.
So we don't know if it's a felony or not. I mean, he's
11 years in prison. That's automatically it's federal time, but
So-
you like how they don't fucking say that.
Bobby Boy had this to say about it, though.
Welcome to the Southern District of New York, the Wild West of political prosecutions. President Trump is right.
I'm sorry. You want to say that again, Bobby
Now
Boy?
this guy just said President Trump is right. You know what? You know what? I agree. Why charge him? Just fucking put him under the prison, right? I mean, I'm just saying.
Listen, he was one of the people going after Trump every fucking chance he got. It's so funny. All these people.
Oh,
who are
now
just-
it got on him. Trump was right. Can you believe it?
This process is political and it's corrupted to the core. I hope President Trump cleans up the cesspool and restores the integrity to the system.
Oh, all of a sudden somebody switched their fucking tune.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he cleans up the system. Why? Why? You weren't saying that before. You were calling him. You were saying he's twice impeached and all this stuff about him.
Why are you voting for Hitler, convicted felon, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I think Trump's right. Maybe he should clean up the system.
Well, wait.
Are you going to ask for a pardon? You seeking a pardon, Senator Menendez?
Funny.
Trump ain't going to give that motherfucker a pardon.
No, not at all. It's funny. He got charged federally.
Night, Jackie.
Night, Mama J. Funny. He got charged federally. Trump didn't get charged federally.
Exactly.
He got charged in New York. So that way he couldn't pardon himself. Yeah. The whole fucking system is rigged. And Menendez finally had to come out and fucking say it. Had to fucking come out and say it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
funny.
It's not funny. It's sad.
It's sad. I mean, but it's funny timing, but it's also convenient how they try to get this attitude once it hits them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Every time. Yeah.
Well, the same thing with fucking Mayor Adams. Mayor Adams, the same thing. Now all of a sudden, they're asking him, "Are you going to cooperate with ICE?" Well, we'll do everything we can to see. And in the back of his mind, you're going, "You're fucking right. If Trump helps me out, I'm gonna fucking do whatever the man wants me to do."
Yeah.
Wasn't
that the one that just went on Tucker not so long ago?
Yeah.
Yep. Wait, it's but yeah. Oh my god, man!
It's so funny to watch these people turn, dude.
It is. It's funny to watch them turn, but it's also, man, Jesus Christ! I'm sorry if the man talks like a fucking 5-year-old with a speech impediment. You put that man in charge of an entire fucking city. I don't care if he's coming around now. Like, holy shit, he sounds like he needs help, and you gave him charge of an entire city. New York. What the fuck is wrong with
New York? And listen, I'm sorry.
Holy shit.
Rich is absolutely right. He was absolutely right when he said it. New York gets what the fuck they deserve. They get what they deserve.
They do, absolutely. Jennifer Wendell-Dono, Rick Donner posted in OLP Discord that Meta will pay Trump $22 million fucking dollars.
For what?
Woo! Holy shit. Meta will pay Trump 20.
Is that a lawsuit?
I would like to see some of that. He was right because he was 25 million. Well, either way, I just want to see what the fuck. Why? What is that? Are they? It's a settlement. What, over like a loss of money because they banned his ass or something? Presidential Library. Jennifer with another $1 donation. Thank you. It's in the group chat Discord from Amanda.
No, it's not. I'm gonna delete that shit. No, it's not.
I'm gonna delete.
No, it's not. Fuck, it's not.
No, it's not. Fuck, it is.
I got nitro.
Oh, lawsuit due to damages. Lawsuit due to damages from Facebook. So that's what I would. Okay, I got it.
I'm not.
I'll just post. I'll put yours, and then I'll superimpose me standing on one.
I'm surprised she didn't put it in the general. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised she just put it in a text between us three.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised. But speaking of people getting bucked off a bull, people got to go back to work now 5 days a week at the federal government.
Yep. And you federal motherfuckers got to go back.
And listen, and there's some that I think they said 20 or 25% have a contract that says they work from home a certain amount of days. And that's fine. Like, if that's their contract, that's fine. But there's no reason why all these people are just sitting at home working from home. And if they're not in the union and have a contract signed stating that they can do that, go back to fucking work. Go back into the office. And now all of a sudden these people have these fears and everything like that. You know how many mass people are going to be in fucking in work? It's going to be hilarious.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you my favorite part after this.
But is there any concern that we risk losing people with years of experience like doctors and let's say scientists?
Well, most doctors who work in actual hospitals and medical institutions have to show up to the office. We know that employees are more productive and more efficient when they are working in an in-office environment. And that's what this administration expects. And I think that's what American taxpayers expect. Don't forget, it's the American people who are funding this government, and they deserve people who are actually showing up to work on their behalf.
Well, but is there any concern that
My favorite part.
No, Michael Strahan, why the fuck are you talking to me about anything?
You read my mind. You read my fucking mind. You, Michael Strahan, a man who played football.
Yeah.
For his entire career, who now has a job on GMA, is going to say, well, what about doctors going into... Do you think you could have gotten a paycheck if you didn't show up? What do you think? You guys were just going to play Madden? And you guys were just going to control yourselves, and then that's how people were going to watch football. No, you had to literally go into work. I don't think he wasn't playing, but still, you had to go in. If you didn't go in, you didn't get fucking paid.
Right.
Like you were a football player. What qualifications do you have to work at GMA other than you played for the New York Giants?
None. And that's the one thing too, is that every time I see guys like this that are worried about that shit, I'm like, when did you grow a giant vagina? Because you smack dudes around for a fucking living and breathe on each other and everything else all fucking day, and you want to worry about a goddamn coronavirus that has been around for fucking years. This is not novel. That was the funny thing too, is that the whole novel coronavirus, no, it is not novel. That shit's been on Lysol cans for years, bitch. You want to say it's a different strain, whatever else, get fucked with that too, because fuck you.
Listen, once again, here's the argument killer. Coronavirus, flu.
Yeah.
Coronavirus, flu.
Yeah, one
What
went up
happened?
and one amazingly just fucking disappeared pretty much.
And wait a minute, how many? And there was the same number of people who died from the coronavirus that died from the flu every year. It just so happened to be the same fucking number. So just how did that work out? Like how
miraculous.
It was just, kind of like, and once again, it was a respiratory infection that people were putting on respirators for. So, it's respiratory in your lungs, and we're going to put more fucking fluid in your lungs.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just put you on something that makes you not be able to breathe on your own ever again, anyways. Yeah. But we're dumb and we're conspiracy theorists, right, brother?
Well, I mean, listen. This lady, I think we're gonna end on this.
Yeah.
This is the greatest Robert F. Kennedy impression I've ever seen in my entire life.
Whoa, just that right there. All right. Episode over. We'll talk to y'all.